So we have Persoon in the orange shorts and Wadieh in the gray. Oh, first fight of Makad. I feel the butterflies in my stomach. This is going to be a good one.
The first punch thrown when you watch martial arts is one of the reasons to watch it. Just centers you. It brings you to the immediacy of the situation. So imagine how it feels to them.
Oh, the adrenaline that would be pouring through your body in this as well. The crowd pouring in. It's going to be a big moment. Looks like we're seeing at the minute Persoon controlling the middle of the ring.
I said Persoon jabs and low kicks, and we've seen jabs and low kicks there. And really, those two simple weapons are a good place for him to start. And Wadieh shows he's moving athletically, very athletically, which for a young man who hasn't trained that long, he's going to work on the physical attributes he's developed through his life.
And how is he going to try and close down the distance here? We can see Persoon is marching him towards the cage, putting his back up a little bit. What does Wadieh need to do to stop just being hunted down?
Wadieh needs to make Persoon miss. When somebody misses during the moment where they retract their weapon, you move towards them and strike them. That sounds simple, but it's hard.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to do when somebody's punching you in the face.
And we can see now Persoon is definitely controlling the ring here. Nice little teep kick there to keep Wadieh against the fence. It looks like Wadieh is really trying to find that overhand right here, Robin.
He looks really good. He really does. Persoon is in charge, and Persoon is fighting well. But Wadieh is making the correct choices. You know, you see, watch, he'll throw multiple shots. The right hand leading to the right low kick is an odd or rare or, quote, unorthodox choice, but it's working. And he lands the left hook.
Yeah. And it's interesting as well, I've seen now Persoon do an interesting little kick where he kind of is almost aiming his right leg on the right hip of Wadieh. Wow. What are we seeing there? That was a big leg kick. That is going to hurt in the morning.
So there's a...
there was that over.
Right.
There it was, and that Persoon is wobbled.
Again. Look at this kid.
Wadieh's now got top position. How's Persoon?
Yeah, Persoon's doing a very good job of getting back up.
Can we see any clarity in Persoon's eyes here?
Oh, this kid to the mount. Oh, he goes too quickly to the mount. That is age and inexperience there as Persoon goes to the top. Andy, do you know half this crowd? Are they all here for Persoon? Are they all from your gym?
Well, no, not really. But I can tell you, like, the support, and you can even see them standing up there in the back.
Yeah.
So for viewers at home that don't have the angle, as soon as Persoon hit the floor, a whole number of people jumped up onto the sideboardings of the cage. So Persoon now has had a chance to have a little bit of a respite here, Robin, and he's in top position. Should he just wait this out?
Yeah, that is as good a choice as any. 15 seconds, do a little damage, don't lose the position, don't rush anything. The reason Wadieh is on the bottom is because he rushed. He was excited. Why wouldn't you be excited?
Is chance for a submission
I don't think so, but not a bad choice. He's not going to get hurt from
the end of the first round.
Fascinating first round here in this amateur bout. Andy, if you had to score it.
I would say Daniel landing that big overhand right just puts it in his favor. And guys, can I just add, I can't believe this guy's only been training a year.
Yeah.
My God, he looks like he belongs in there.
He does. And win or lose tonight, man, what he could be, so that's deep. Watch the overhand right, I think. Bink. Jab to the body.
That looks like a hit right on the temple as well.
And then here steps across. That's a difficult throw from the underhook. And he does it again. Watch, hard step across.
That's where he then slides into mount afterwards.
And he moves a little too quickly here. He's unbalanced already and just gets reversed.
Nice reversal.
When you land in that top position, if in doubt, you want to establish that spot because progressing in fighting, like in life, is great. But if you do it too quickly and you get bounced a few steps back, it doesn't help you. Great round, though, for that kid. He's really, able to come in here. Clearly his corner and his team set him up with some tools to win. A jab low to the body to set up his overhand is one of those tools, and it worked. Persoon will have learned a lot from that round as well, though.
So we are now in the second round of this amateur bout. There are 3 minutes per round, and Wadieh looks to start off where he left. But Persoon takes a little shoot there, but is managed to be stuffed, Robin.
Smart by Persoon, because what Persoon, when you touch somebody physically in any way, grab their arm, you get an underhook, you go chest to chest, you gain information. You gain kinesthetic knowledge about them. And when they were on the ground, Persoon discovered he's better there. He felt it. He is superior in that position, so don't be surprised if he looks to put it there again.
And we saw Wadieh throwing that overhand right with some venom behind it. How does Persoon need to, how does he need to watch out for this? What should he do? Nice shot on the single leg. Persoon gets the takedown.
Leg kicks are a great idea, and because they'll slow a man down, they'll hurt, they'll affect the way that he moves. They did, and the leg kicks can also make this type of takedown easier. The sticks that you're standing on weaken. And so Persoon now has, almost 2 minutes to be able to win this round and or do damage and or finish the fight.
And it looks like he's managed to get him into side control there. Oh, but it looks like Wadieh just managed to squeeze his leg and return to guard. So how does Wadieh need to get up here? So his back's against the cage. That's a good thing, right?
It can be, yeah. The key to it is he needs his feet on the ground, right? That sounds simple, but see his right foot against the cage. It's not on the ground. So you don't stand up without feet. So and that is where this will begin for him. And instead for Persoon, when those feet aren't down, that's when you slide past. That's when you climb over. And there now feet, knee, Persoon pulling out the arm. Good work by both men. Young men.
They're getting there. So Persoon now has a dominant position with Wadieh against the cage. Do you think he's going to try and shoot down for another takedown? He's had success here, Robin?
Yeah, he's going to allow it to come, which is something that used to take us a long time to learn, but a kid like Persoon now is already aware of it. He didn't force that takedown, although here's Wadieh now moving to the back.
Yeah.
Good for him.
That's a good position there. Those right hands are vicious.
His instinct to just hit whatever's available is he's got such good fighting instincts, this kid.
Yeah, and he throws them like a baseball pitcher.
Yes. Yeah. You're right. It's more of a pitch than a punch, which is what you want. He's also super relaxed when he throws them, which again is something that often takes a long time to learn, and yet here he is, able to throw punches while relaxed.
18 years old and looking like a natural in the cage. Not that Persoon is particularly anywhere near pension age, being only 20, but...
Easy for us to right now be waxing poetic about Wadieh because we know he's young, we know he's only been fighting for a year, but Persoon probably won that round, wouldn't you say, Andy?
I would say so, yeah. He scored a big takedown and just kept chopping the leg, just kept going to the leg.
So we're seeing in this round then, basically, we can see exactly one apiece, so it's all to play for. Andy, how would you expect this to go round?
Well, like I said, Dion scored a big takedown, which might have given him the advantage in that round. Landed a few significant leg strikes. I would say Dion takes this one.
And if Dion can get another takedown, so you have 3 minutes in an amateur fight. That's a long time. It feels like a long time when you're exerting at this rate. But if you win a minute and a half, if you win 2 minutes on the ground, you'll win this fight.
Yeah.
And so for Persoon, he feels like he can get this fight to the ground, and if he can get this fight to the ground and control half of it, he'll win. So it's a smart thing, a couple of leg kicks from him and a takedown. And what do you think Wadieh's going to do? He's going to throw pitches at your head.
Yeah.
And we love it.
So third and final round.
Listen to that crowd. Wow.
The crowd are ready to go. So watch at the start, see how long it takes Wadieh to throw a right overhand or Persoon to shoot.
So they both threw leg kicks. See, the touch to the body is a setup for the overhand. Here it is. Touch big.
And there it is again.
Yeah.
If that connects clean, though, it's going to be a lights out for Persoon. Beautiful left hook.
Yeah, a little fake to that body shot, and he comes up with the left hook. Persoon really would love to get this takedown, but Wadieh is going to try to move to the back, which can open up the chance for Persoon. But no, he moves there.
Oh, and he doesn't want to engage. Wadieh doesn't want to engage on the ground at all.
And yet he engages again in the grappling. He's doing very well, is this kid? Very well.
Yeah, to people who know at home, how exhausting and intense are those sprawls when someone shoots on you, Robin?
Yeah, you're driving your entire body in resistance to somebody trying to get your hips. There are slightly different rules when you're fighting amateur, including where and when you can knee somebody. But this is a great spot for this kid. Look at him. 1 year of martial arts training.
So from here, Robin, like, would we expect? Wadieh's moved into side control here.
Look
this
at
is a
his
great
team,
position.
man. They are going nuts.
Viewers at home, you'd have just caught that on the camera. Wadieh's team are engaged, would be one way to say it.
Look at his right hip. Wadieh's right hip will be a big part of the story of the rest of this fight. His right hip is currently squeezing and pressuring the left hip, now his right knee. That relationship between their two hips are going to keep him here or allow Persoon to either get up or reverse it.
And at this stage in the fight, Persoon needs a big reversal, correct, Robin?
He looks for it, and now he's reaching with his right hand for a sequence here, but he's not getting it. And Wadieh is still coming at him and still coming at him. I said earlier what he might lack in technical skill, he will attempt to make up for with athletic platform and his will and his heart. And if he wins this third round, and I think he's winning it, Wadieh, that's what will win it for him.
Definitely, and it looks like Persoon, and this is incredibly tiring having someone work on top of you like this, Robin, but it looks like Persoon is gasping air pretty hard here.
It's tough. Waves of offense keep coming at you. They're not all perfect or technical, but they're intense. And, man, the only person more excited right now than these guys is their corner. I don't know if you can hear it even through our headsets.
Yeah, there is a lot of energetic shouting. Oh, we have Wadieh throwing some lefts there to Persoon, but Wadieh still has dominant position against the cage with under 10 seconds to go.
I think he's won this fight. I'm certainly not a judge. The three of us, that is not our task here. But Andy, what do you think?
I think you're spot on, Robin. I think you're spot on. I would give it first and third round to Daniel. If he wins this fight, that is a huge win and a huge testament for a man who steps in A, as a late replacement, and B, as someone who's only been training a year.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Like you were saying, Robin, it's so impressive when you just see how advanced the youth are today.
Yeah, and it's their mind. It's a kid like Daniel's belief that he can win, that he is the better man than the man he's facing tonight. He's up here above us. We're giving him a little round of applause because that kid fought his heart out.
He did.
Daniel Wadieh. Daniel
Remember
Wadieh.
that name.
Yeah,
that was a fantastic fight from both of them. It was really on a razor's edge. From what we've scored it, like you said, we're not judges. 2-1. It's a good performance all round.
And Persoon never, wilted. He never ran away from it. He never stopped working. The kid just pushed him and pushed him and pushed him. Daniel Wadieh, as he said, to make sure we understand, young man, the future is key. What he does from here is key. You won't win every fight with just heart, but your heart can drive you to continually get better. The goal for an 18-year-old is to be brilliant when you're 28 and 38. And, man, it's a good start.
And now I believe we can hand you over to the official announcement.
Well, the fighters, ladies and gentlemen, are already in the center of the cage. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, a big applause for these two fighters. Daniel Wadieh and Dion Persoon. Went off for 3 rounds of 3 minutes. We've counted the points and we have a winner. When the winner is the man in the blue corner, Daniel Wadieh.
There we go. As expected, Daniel Wadieh comes out victorious in that fight.
Do you hear the crowd?
And the crowd are absolutely loving it, and Wadieh is getting his LFL medal and time, of course, for a little photo opportunity in the cage, because